I was getting a chance to play a cowboy. And since this age, I can see pictures of myself around the Christmas tree with my two guns going. So I always loved the idea of becoming a cowboy. And I think many actors that I know and respect always wanted to play a cowboy because that's so American. It's so, it's so macho and so cool and so. It was a chance to actually do that, and I just jumped at it. I thought it was fantastic. Physically is a good question. I started back on the horse for about 8 weeks. We had very good instructors, and I went from, when I was a young boy, I had a horse named Patches, very fast, and I would just hang on and watch that horse go, on the mane and ride him bareback. And all that stuff comes back to you eventually, but it's all about the right horse. Got to get the right horse. I went through 4 horses to get the right horse when I was on the show, so. But I had that physical training, which was great, and I got better and better and better. I just wanted to be able to be very facile. Jumping on the horse, off the horse, stopping the horse, turning the horse, making the horse do whatever I wanted it to do. And that's a tricky thing to do. So that was fun and challenging. The vernacular, the language was tricky. I reckon you're about as gussied up as you can be tonight, little filly. You don't really talk that way normally, so you had to wrap your mind around that. And of course the history part, which is the most fun thing to do, to get the research to know what was happening in the period, and that feeds you immensely. So to know what was at stake, who people were fighting, to look at their point of view from the Mexican side, from the Texian side, and to see what happened after the Alamo. That became a battle cry, like, oh my God, we are not going to forget that, because they just slaughtered us. So there's a big vengeance part, was a big part of it. It was both. I worked with several of the actors before, and it was a great homecoming because we're all there. It's one of the greatest things to be part of a film company and have so many old friendships renewed, and then new friendships. Like I didn't know Ray Liotta, but we became very dear friends. And you're not working every day, so you go to the set anyway, and you get on your horse. You just kind of go off and pretend you're in 1836. You go with the ringers, so they watch you and everything, but it's just a joy to do that. And I have lifelong friends from this experience now. But Bill Paxton and I hung out a lot, and we're friends. And it's really nice. One of the greatest things. Of course, you lose it unless you really work at it. You have to make sure that you call them on birthdays and things like that, and meet up with them. I'm going to go see Ray Liotta in New York, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who's a dear friend of mine now, and Bill Paxton, like I say. And it's just, it's one of the great joys of working with great people that you admire and having that kind of camaraderie. It's fun.